Good. It's strange how an artist works. I've been an artist most of my life, and I still surprise myself. Most of the time I work for myself, which is very cool to be able to do that. So having been a retired teacher now for 10 years, that's a good thing. Of all the mediums I worked with, I think clay is my favorite. This will dry for several weeks, probably a month or more even, and then I will put it into my kiln, and it will bake at about 1800 degrees. Didn't intend for it to be Anne Boleyn. It just kind of took off in that direction. Periodically, if I'll be in a gallery, somebody will walk up to the piece and look at it and say, "What was going through your head when you made that?" I said, "The thing that's interesting, as was the case with this piece that I just made, an hour ago I was talking to the clay. There was nothing much there other than just a rough chunk of clay. And I thought, who are you? You know, who's emerging here?" My wife comes in here periodically and says, "Who are you talking to?" I said, "I didn't realize I was." People used to get all spooked when I would do a lecture with my work, and they'd say, "Where do you get your ideas?" And I'd look very intently at them. I'm looking at them. I had a friend in Milwaukee years ago who was a parapsychologist, and Phyllis used to always say to me, she said, "You know, the people that you either have known or will know." I wasn't in that mysterious place in my head at that point. She was, of course, but when you really come onto something and you start working, I take it home to bed, you know, and I lay there and think about it, and I might just as well get up and come back out here and work because, you know, I'm doing it in my head anyway. And then my wife always says, "Be careful when you go into Mel's place. It's a walk through his brain," you know, so. This is our new studio. Not new, it's about 5 years old. We converted our old hay barn and poured a floor and built the facilities in here, and now I can teach a class in here, and this is where we sell our work out of. This is a little copy right here, kind of a concept of some of the little Ka statues from Egypt. The point being is that there's a story behind all of it. Every single piece. Where'd you get that? Wow, you want to know. You know, better bring a bedroll and lunch. I've lived a very good life. There's no reason I can't go on another 20 or 30 years. I figure Kirk Douglas can be 100 years old. Why can't I, you know? There either. I just thought a bigger studio would be nicer to have, but the more I think about it, the more all that would be is a bigger mess. I stuck that